talker you played against?
Larry Bird.
They say Larry was more of a trash talker than Jordan.
Yeah.
So give me a little bit more about the LB though, Larry Bird, man.
But Bird didn't talk trash to you.
Oh
did
my God, Bird talked trash to everybody.
Larry Bird talked a lot of shit. I like people to talk shit to me, cause it is what it is. I don't hold no grudges. I ain't got no feelings about it.
Bird talk shit like we talk.
Let me tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucker jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit.
Yeah.
The shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold.
I never forget driving and I'm listening to a game. It's New Mexico State playing Indiana State.
Tonight, now stay tuned for Indiana State basketball with Bob Forbes live from Las Cruces, New Mexico.
I don't really care about the game, but New Mexico State is right up the street from El Paso, and I went to UTEP. And we're big rivalries, so I'm hoping that Indiana State will beat New Mexico State. And I'm listening to the radio, and I have no clue of the players on either team. All of a sudden, this name keeps coming. Bird. He goes to the right. Bird. He makes the shot. Bird.
Bird in the corner to Bird. Bird. Larry Bird with the ball. Larry Bird.
I said, God damn, who is Bird? Bird. You know, here's Bird. And Bird this. And Bird. Oh, did you see the pass that Bird made?
Bird has it, lost it, and throws it approach to Carl Nix on a breakaway. And he's got it.
I can't see it, but I'm just trying to imagine it. And when the time I got to the end, I said, damn, that brother can play. Damn, that brother. Hey, let me tell you something. When I got the newspaper the next morning and saw Larry's picture, I said, damn. Larry, it wasn't you know, be honest with you. The young lady that said you were her favorite player, mine too. I love you too, Magic, but not as much as I like Bird.
I thought I was going to be a Celtic. I did.
Really?
So he would be like, man, too bad we didn't get you, Sal. Y'all double me tonight when I get the ball in the wing? I said, nah, man, straight up. He goes, y'all ain't double teaming me?
Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Nah, I got you, dog. You don't like height. He goes, mouse in the house.
And you 6'11".
And they lifted. He walked me down to the post, got the ball. He said, you better ask for a double team, Sal.
Talking to you the whole time.
And he would move at his speed. I don't care how fast you think you are.
Right.
I was one of the first ones to play Larry. And I'll tell you a quick story before I ask you the question was, I'm sitting there playing Larry my first game ever. And I was like everybody else. Larry comes on. I'm averaging 19 points a game before Larry gets on the team. So I'm in the arena. Larry comes into our practice facility. I give him the slow clap. Here he comes. Great white hope.
White hope.
I'm guarding this dude, man, from about 15 feet away. He knocks down the jump shot. Now I'm working him on the offensive end because you know he couldn't guard me or anybody else. Man, he just knocking down shots. I walked out of that practice that day, the first black person I could get to. I said, you know what? That fucking white guy can play. and that was it.
These guys came in together in '81. There's Kevin, there's Larry, there's Robert. Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, they knew what each other could do. And what I did was said, okay, let's see what's happening out there. And you'd see Larry shooting a three-pointer, and then I called a timeout.
Called a timeout, and he diagrammed the play.
And they didn't count the three-pointer. So he's very upset with that, so I diagrammed the play. He says, heck with the play, Case. Give me the ball and tell all the rest of the guys to get out of the way. I said, shut up, Larry. I'm the coach here. Okay. All right, Dennis, you take the ball out, give it to Kevin, then you throw it to Larry, and everybody get the hell out of the way.
Celtics are down by 2 points, and Bird is out by the three-point line, and he's being guarded by a guy named Johnny High. And Johnny High is sort of backing away from Bird, and Bird said, "Hey, Johnny, you better come up and guard me a little closer. I'm just going to get the ball and shoot a three, and the game's over."
Larry not only tells me that, he walked by the bench and says, typical Bird, he's just real slow.
Yeah, I'm just fixing to bust a three on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this.
Fixing to bust a three on your guys and go home.
1988.
That had to be one of the best
Conference
moments.
semifinals. Neek and Bird, the duel.
You and Larry Bird, playoffs, the battle, one of the most clutch moments. I remember watching it as a kid. Got me hyped. I went outside and started shooting outside of the playground, pretending I was both of y'all.
I remember Bird made a prediction at the end of that game. He said, "I guarantee a win. Atlanta blew their opportunity." And I'm like, hey, I don't know what Bird talking about. We have a great opportunity. We going in there. We going to kick their butt. We coming to win. I don't care what he said. If you guys ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war, don't even come out in the court. Unfortunately, Bird was telling his teammates the same thing in the other locker room. And so it kind of set up for that great game. But I'm going to tell you, and I really believe this, the reason why Larry Bird got so hot in that game, in that fourth quarter, Kevin Willis and I and Bird was running down the court, and Kevin reaches across me and puts his finger in Larry Bird's chest, said, "Don't let this so-and-so score anymore tonight." And I looked at Kevin, "What you doing? Are you crazy?"
Leave him sleep.
Let him stay asleep.
Yes.
It's like his eyes got this big, and I knew it was on then. I said, I knew it was on. And when you talk about the clutch shots, he hit 10 clutch shots.
I was going to say,
in that game.
You had 47 in that game. Larry Bird had 34, but 20 of those in the fourth quarter. So clutch is not just the final 3 or 4 seconds of a game.
And the thing is, we were sending everybody at him to slow him down. He was so hot that I think one of the shots he hit was a left-handed three.
And it's Bird.
That's when you know a guy is in the zone. Larry Bird hit more clutch shots, in pressure situations.
Lead to Bird off the fake. Improves his... Bird cuts free. Left hands between the two of them. It's Bird's turn. Bird snaps free. Comes up with a shin, gets it into Bird, and Wilkins is there. Bird comes free. Bird for the layup.
Than any play.
They told you about each and every one, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He would call the spot.
Yeah.
But he never called a spot against me.
Smartest player you ever played with? With?
Dennis Johnson.
When DJ first come here, I didn't know how to react because I didn't know how he was going to play. I knew he was a great player, but I didn't know if we'd be able to get along on the court.
He seemed to be playing the game on a higher cerebral level, and nowhere was this more apparent than his on-court chemistry with Larry Bird.
That's a set play off the backboard.
What a beauty. Johnson bounces it to Bird.
That was a set play.
They were in sync when they played.
Another great feed. Dennis Johnson to Larry Bird.
I can't tell you the number of times when he and Larry would make eye contact. Larry's guy would have his head turned, and DJ would just throw that ball right by his defender's ear, and Larry would just catch it and lay it in before the guy knew what even happened.
Smartest player you ever played with?
With? Dennis Johnson.
Best player you ever played with?
Probably Dennis Johnson. DJ, I thought, was a guy I loved to play with. He thought the same way I did, and he's pretty good.
These two had that unspoken communication on the floor, even down to one of the most famous plays in Celtic history, the Game 5 steal against the Pistons in '87, where Larry grabbed it, and DJ knew in an instant before anybody else on the floor what was happening, cut to the basket, winning lay-in from the left side. You didn't know?
In a second.
So it's appropriate that these two have their numbers displayed alongside each other.
And now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right at 1 second left. What a play by Bird.
Rick, you played in some amazing games that you won. You played in some amazing games you lost. The one I'm going to talk to you about is a game that I thought you guys had when you had the Celtics all but beat. Because I remember you running down the sideline, punching your fist because you guys had made the steal and you thought it was over.
No, what happened was I was running down the sideline shaking my arm because I caused the turnover.
Yes.
It was like, yeah, we got him. So I'm looking at the bench. I'm looking at Chuck Daly, and Chuck was calling timeout. But Isaiah, and we talked about this on another show, Isaiah ran. I'm usually the one taking it out to give to Isaiah, but he ran and grabbed the ball. He had, a brain fart, and he threw it in, and that's when it was like, oh, hell no.
The most vivid example of the Bird-DJ connection came in the 1987 playoffs against Detroit. It's often referred to as Bird steal, but many still marvel at Johnson's brilliant instincts.
But that was game 5. And we going like, what? You're looking at it. Zeke, and we talk. It's like, Zeke, why you take the damn ball out? That's my job. That's what I do.
Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane.
I'm trying to get the ball to you.
So I run over. We look at the bench. No timeout, nothing. So I run over and I grab the ball. And this is probably one of the most incredible plays that's ever happened against me and that probably I've ever witnessed. From an athletic standpoint, 2 people being in sync and Bird playing every second. And that's what the Celtics taught us, to play every second, not to play 47 and a half minutes, but to play a full 48. So I grabbed the ball from the referee. Lambier's a good foul shooter. I never had taken the ball out. That wasn't my thing, right? I throw it up. Bird sneaks in. I didn't even see him. But the thing I remember the most is that joker. This is the out of bounds line. That joker caught the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, he going out of bounds. That dude did this. Like a ballerina, right? And if you go back and you watch the play, that dude is on his toes. The baseline is right up under his toes. And in my mind, he must have stood there for about 5 seconds because everything was going in slow motion in my mind, right? And it's like, I'm like, and then it's a strange moment. I'm like, damn, how you doing that? Bird made a great steal, but DJ made a great cut. He said, who guarding me? And I was like, I got Kelly, I got Lamb, I got Benson. He's like, you ain't got no brothers?
Disrespecting me.
That's what he said.
Straight up.
That's exactly what he said. He said, hey, man, you can't put no white dude on me. Hey, that is straight disrespect.
You probably know this, Dan, but Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. Playing them in the last play, he says to James Worthy, he said, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over that corner. He said, they're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out. He said, I'm going to curl right over. And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, I'm going to go right over to that corner, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or DJ, the late, great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a 3, game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me?